Hello, my name is Meier, and this speech is to persuade you to want the national legalization of medical marijuana to prevent the opioid epidemic. How many people must die before we realize there is something seriously wrong with the way we treat medical conditions in this country? Opioid abuse is an epidemic. Thousands of people die every year due to opioid drug abuse, and this also creates regulations that prevent people from getting the medication and care that they need. Medical marijuana is the solution to this problem. Through my research, I have found there are too many undeniable benefits as well as less severe side effects. If you or somebody you love has a medical condition that requires the intervention of opioid drugs, wouldn't you prefer a better option, one that's less harmful? I know that I would for my friends and family. The problem is there are way too many deaths due to opioid drug abuse. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, 20,000 people died in 2016 due to overdose on opioid drugs. Some may say this may have just been a bad year. For some unknown reason, a lot of people died. But that's not the case. The same statistics said that every year after 2013, the deaths doubled until reaching that number in 2016. But there is a solution to this problem. The solution is medical marijuana. According to Peter Grimspoon from Harvard Medical School, medical marijuana is effective at treating pain, inflammation, and an excellent muscle relaxant. It increases appetite for cancer patients and lessens the symptoms of conditions such as Parkinson's disease, fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, endometriosis, interstitial cystosis, epilepsy, HIV, glaucoma, and PTSD. The only reason medical marijuana is not FDA approved is that there have not been enough large-scale clinical studies done. But every study that has been done so far has concluded that medical marijuana is effective at treating these conditions. Some of you may be wondering, how would you even get it implemented? How could medical marijuana become legalized? Well, the first step is gaining FDA approval. All that needs is more clinical trials done. So we petition the people who could support and afford these clinical trials. And then once that's done, you would need to change the schedule of narcotic that it is. Because currently, medical marijuana is a Schedule I narcotic, grouped along with heroin, LSD, and ecstasy, saying that they have no medical benefits and are highly abused. I don't believe this is fair, considering that cocaine and meth are Schedule II narcotics, saying that there are some medical benefits to them and not marijuana. I don't believe that's fair whatsoever. So changing the feeling around marijuana based on a schedule of narcotic would be a huge step towards gaining support for the legalization. Then after those are done, you would have to demand that Washington creates legalization of medical marijuana. Proof that this solution works is from studies that have been analyzed by Dr. Marcus Bachhuber. He stated that the states that implemented laws allowing the use of medical marijuana experienced an average of 25% decrease in deaths due to opioid overdose. I know some of you will argue that marijuana just isn't stable enough. There's too many harmful adverse effects. And there is some merit to that argument. Because there is a study that shows that people who use marijuana have poor short-term memory, impaired motor coordination, altered judgment, and paranoia. These findings are true, but they were performed on teenagers, which means that their brains were still developing. This is why I do not believe in the recreational use, and people who are being prescribed as minors need to have careful consideration because of the harmful effects it can have on the brain. This same study also found that marijuana was effective at treating symptoms of glaucoma, nausea, AIDS, chronic pain and inflammation, multiple sclerosis, and epilepsy. What I want you to do is imagine a world where we are run rampant with opioid abuse. That shouldn't be too hard considering we're already flirting with that today. People are dying unnecessarily, and it's sad. Now what I want you to imagine is a world where people have a better option, a less harmful option, and an overall just purely better option. There's no possibility of overdose, and people are living when they could be dying. With all that you have heard today, you must understand the severity of the situation. I implore you to wholeheartedly support the legalization of medical marijuana to save the lives of those who are suffering. Don't wait any longer. Don't wait until one of those who have died becomes someone that you know and love.